So we were back at this job from the other day to lay some underfloor heating down before the bathroom fitters could latex. So as usual, it's get things dust sheeted first, get the tools in and all the materials, and start planning it out. We're using a warm-up roll-out mat system on this one. We've got the mat, the thermostat and the floor primer too. First thing as always is to hoover out the room, clean it all up, sweep it, whatever you want to do, but just clear it out so it's got no small bits of grit or anything that could damage the cabling. Also it keeps the dust down too. Then you mark out where all the accessories are going to go, toilets, sinks, anything like that that's basically touching the floor that you need to be avoiding. I've just done some rough pencil marks on the floor here. Normally leave 100mm around the edge of the room as well. Then once you've opened the mat, the first thing you want to do is give it a test. On the label there's always a reading that you basically need to follow, and you want to check this 2 or 3 times throughout the process. It gives you a resistance reading and you just want to make sure it matches what the label's roughly telling you at that particular point. Then first I like to loose lay the mat, get it laid down roughly in position so you can mark it out roughly and see where some of the larger areas need to be cut out as well, so you can rest them into the floor. And if you cut out any boarding, you're going to have to do some hoovering again because that just creates more grit. So get all that out of the way before you go back to laying it again. Then when you're happy with all the positioning, roll that back up again, have one little sweep, and then you can put the primer down. This just removes any fine dust and creates a bit of adhesion for the mat too. So cover the whole floor in that and then just have to give it a minute to wait for that to dry. Perfect opportunity for a biscuit. Then you need to get your floor probe, which is always in the thermostat box. We're using a really simple thermostat here at customer's request. The probe's always sitting in the bottom. Then I just like to lay the mat down again, not completely stuck, but just so all the insulated areas can fit into the tile board again. And then using our draw cable from before, pull the probe and the power cable through back up to where the thermostat's going to go. I left 100mm off the wall originally, but the instructions said it only had to be 40mm, so I adjusted it slightly and just made sure everything was a little bit closer to the wall, but not too close. Then I'll always add a little bit of gaffer tape as extra just to hold the edges down because it makes it easier for the floor layers to lay the latex. But the adhesive on the mat was pretty good anyway and it stuck down nicely. Then it's a case of just testing again, making sure the reading's the same. This is really important because you want to check that it's not been damaged during installation, and in theory you should check again after it's been tiled too. And that's exactly when we'll be back to connect this up.